if you feel you've got something negative around you, okay, we've done psychic protection, but if you've reached a point now that you feel, do you know what, I feel flat, I can't seem to motivate myself, I think there's something hanging around me. Well, when I've had these situations, I felt meditation was very good. I felt sitting there with some beautiful music and not really visualizing, just being very still and taking my mind into a very spiritual place. Thinking of the masters and what they stood for, what they went through to be masters to teach us. Who am I? What am I meant to be doing? And first of all, it is raising my vibrations. And I would sit there with God in my mind. I would sit there with the masters and just really contemplate the meaning of life, that the beauty of it. I wouldn't see anything negative when I got myself in that place. And sometimes you will cry because you're releasing that energy that's come around you, but it strengthens you when you do link with your guides. It strengthens you when you link with those masters and your belief and the essence of your belief. Also, another good way to start moving vibrations. I remember many years ago when I had a situation where I was being attracted, or them being attracted to me, dark masters. I'll tell the story later. But nevertheless, there was a time that I woke up one morning and I just felt really angry, out of sync and reactive, and I thought, oh, what's going on here? So I spoke to my friend Chris, you know, dear Chris. I said, you know what, I thought what's wrong with me today? I've woke up and I'm just really angry, really about things. He said, well, I saw you in the astral last night and you will be in hell, so much so you was in battle to be set free. So completely over my head, because I don't remember my dreams, I can't visualise, and partly I think not visualising has actually done me a favour, because I might be stir crazy when I think where I've been in life, so I'm very much in the now and that certainly helps. But this particular day I remember finding a CD in a charity shop. It was £1 and I was took this CD home. It's called Atmosphere. Didn't know what it was, just felt attracted to it, and I do trust my feelings, I do trust the signs. So picked up this CD, went home, put it on, and it was all drum beats. I put it on and I thought, oh, sounds quite good. Turned it up, Poor Neighbours, boom, 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 boom. Really vibrational, really sort of, ooh. And I started dancing around my front room, so much so, I started laughing at myself. Imagine if people could see me now, they think I'm a real nutcase. But as I was dancing, I was thinking of my guides, drew them in, because it's very easy to try and get into all this spiritual path stuff and not really be in the path. You know, it's a bit part-time for most people, and I understand it's life, and life can suck you dry and you can get lost in your life due to what's going on. But I obviously had separated from my guides a bit, and I suddenly just thought of all my guides in the room dancing with me, and I was spinning around and doing silly things, and you know, it's almost like watching myself. But I actually felt my energy change. I felt the energy rising up, that I felt lighter and lighter, and that there was a light in the centre of me coming out and out and out, that I felt so high, and I mean high as a kite, just flying around, not thinking anything negative. And I suddenly realised, oh, I feel good, I feel great. When you're upbeat, and music is very powerful, obviously not heavy, deep music, because you have to understand, with music it has its own vibration. Now I know in my ravey days that I was quite in life, very emotional, very upset, I was completely lost and spinning out. So I'd listen to music that allowed me to stomp it out, you know, I was raving, get that feeling out of me. As time moved on, music became lighter, more playful, you know, and even now I still like some of the drum and bass, sorry folks, but I do. Because there was a lot of flowing music that was quite high octave, but also a nice drum beat that I could actually feel it working with my chakras. I didn't understand what I was doing back then, but it kept me in a good place. So music was a big thing for me all those years ago, so much so my kids love it now and they laugh, you know, oh, mum's playing their drum and bass. Even now I play the drum and bass. I'm driving along sometimes and people look at me and think, what's she on? But hey, my choice. But it just makes me feel good. So you choose music that makes you feel good, and it brings a smile on your face. And when you're smiling, and you're flowing into that music, you move away that negative energy. You know, you can't be laughing and feeling sad at the same time. And when you just look at yourself dancing around and being silly, you change your aura, you move it away. Now, I know there's times out there that people have got things that take place that are very heavy, dark forces and demonic stuff. Now, I've met people where they've had these energies around them, but I've never been in a position where someone is completely submersed into that they couldn't be helped. The people that are really with those vibrations around them, there's people that work with them, but again, you know, you have to choose wisely, and that's another subject. But what I'm saying here is, if you feel a bit negative and you feel those vibrations around you, you can't seem to lift yourself up, you need to laugh, you need to dance, you need to watch something funny, you need to get yourself up there. Don't give in, don't let those energy whiz, because you're almost giving those permission. You're accepting it and you're giving into it. Fight back. You know what makes you laugh. And I know sometimes we're sitting there and thinking, oh, can't be bothered. Nothing's happening. I've got nothing. And I've been there. I'd sit there for a whole week with a loaf of bread and 6 eggs thinking, do you know what, boy, you've got it wrong in this lifetime. I've got nothing and I'm as low as I can be. But there's a bit inside me that thought, do you know what, why can't I do this? I'm obviously learning something about myself and I'm still breathing and no one's going to win, and I would find something to do. Obviously there was times that I entered into very colourful areas trying to work it all out, and I will not say they were good, they were bad for me, but I learned. But eventually in time I found little tools, and it was certainly being around the right people. It's certainly being in the right environment. It's certainly doing things that are playful, and it's certainly you need to move away the things that make you flat. And if it is external energies, as I said before, you're walking through energy fields all the time, you're out in the environment, and sometimes if you're indoors and you're very down because your thoughts are bringing you down due to what's happening, then you're going to create that energy in your own home. So again, you need to lift the vibrations out of your home. So again, playing music, candles, anything that's upbeat, get yourself up. And there's things out there that make you feel up. So again, personal experience, and I had some what we call darker energies around there. I thought I'd be blowed if you're going to win with me. Come too far to think you're going to start. And I found my way, and it was the funniest thing I had done. And when I look back, I still laugh seeing myself acting like a complete nutcase, dancing around my front room to the point I was doing really silly things that made me laugh even more. So just get your music on, laugh at yourself, because it's worth laughing at. Don't let those energies influence you, push them away and get yourself up there, and you'll look back and think, do you know what? Great, glad I did that.